What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Hall of Box, where I bring you all of the latest news in the boxing and fighting world. So, former super lightweight champion Regis Prograis comes out in an interview and expresses his dissatisfaction with the PBC and legendary manager Haymon. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you can get all the latest updates on any boxing news coming out. So, former super lightweight world champion Regis Prograis, who stands at 5'8" with a 67-inch arm reach and fights out of Houston, Texas, with a record of 26-1 with 22 wins coming by way of knockout, and is aged 32. Comes out in an interview and states that he is dissatisfied with the promises that legendary manager Haymon and the PBC made him about up-and-coming fights or future fights that he would get. So Prograis said that after his TKO victory against Juan Heraldez on the Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz undercard, he was promised a fight with Marrio Barrios for the WBA World Super Lightweight Champion title that we just saw Gervonta Davis win in a fight, in an action-packed fight, which Gervonta Davis went on and got the best of Marrio Barrios, who was a bigger opponent. Gervonta Davis went up to 140 pounds to fight for that belt and did an impressive job in beating Marrio Barrios out of San Antonio, Texas. But Regis Prograis says that prior to Gervonta Davis and Marrio Barrios signing for that fight, he was promised the fight with Marrio Barrios for that WBA World Super Lightweight title. Now, this fight was never made. They never signed a contract on the fight, but Regis Prograis says that, again, he was promised the fight, and it came out that Marrio Barrios claimed that he could no longer make the 140-pound weight limit to make that fight happen. But as we all saw a couple of weeks ago, Marrio Barrios did make that weight limit and fought Gervonta Davis for that same belt that Regis Prograis claims that he was promised. So Regis Prograis comes out, he's saying that he is a free agent, so he makes that clear multiple times in the video, stating that he's a free agent. But when he was with the PBC, he says that they were making promises that weren't coming to fruition, and he's dissatisfied with that. So he did mention Marrio Barrios and said that this was a business move. Now I'm paraphrasing this, so don't quote me, but he said that he understands where Marrio Barrios was coming from. It is a business move. He did mention that the Gervonta Davis fight would be a bigger purse draw for him. He'd get more money for the fight, and it was a bigger fight. So he was honest in that. He was honest in that sense. But he said to him it was still bullshit. He said that it was some bullshit, that he said he couldn't make the fight or make the weight for the fight, and he still came back to fight Gervonta Davis in his place. So, you know, he understands the business side of boxing, but he's still upset that he didn't get the fight. So Prograis' exact words were, "I understand it's a business decision. It's a way bigger fight on his resume. He'll get paid way more probably. I understand that. But still, for me and for my eyes, this is some bullshit that he did." So again, he's dissatisfied with that. He thinks it's some bullshit, but he does understand, you know, the business side of it. He does understand he's going to make a lot more money for fighting a Gervonta Davis, because Gervonta Davis brings a lot more to the arena than both of these guys probably put together, you know, just in my honest opinion. Now, in the interview, Prograis continues to go on and say that wasn't the only promise that PBC and Haymon broke with him, but they said that they also promised him a fight with four-time 4-division world champion Adrien "The Problem" Broner. Now, we all know that fight never came to fruition. It would have been a good one, you know, just to be honest, that would have been a good fight. Adrien "Problem" the Broner, you know, he never backs down from a fight. He, you know, comes and gives it his all during the fights, even though he's been losing a lot lately. You know, he's going through a lot of things. Him and Regis Prograis would have been a real good fight for, you know, Adrien Broner, who has that veteran experience, coming up against a young, hungry, hard-hitting, explosive Regis Prograis. Would have been a nice one. But you know, he is saying that he was promised these fights, but legendary CEO of Mayweather Promotion came out in a tweet and had some things to respond back to Regis Prograis with. And in Leonard Ellerby's quote, he wrote, in his exact words, he wrote, "Sure would love to see this agreement on this one. Probably needs to check with his team. I assure you, none of this ever happened. Promised these fights based on what? He fought on one undercard fight and then went and fought with another entity." And again, Regis Prograis continually stated that in that interview that he was a free agent. So, these words coming from Leonard Ellerby kind of makes sense. So, I'm not sure if the PBC and Al Haymon are out here making false promises, or Regis Prograis just got some false dreams and false hopes and high expectations set up for him by his own team, his own camp, that are coming out here. I guess you know how things get mixed up when you take one story from another. You used to play that game back in elementary where you tell somebody something, you'd sit in a circle and tell one person something in their ear, then they tell the next person and the next person and the next person. By the time it got back to you, the story had changed completely. So sounds like this might be what's going on. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys think that the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, is out here selling wolf tickets to folks, to these fighters that they have? Because I've heard a lot of different stories, a lot of stories that are different than this, that are, opposing this, from most significantly Earl Spence Jr. He says that, he's getting treated right over there. They make sure that, even though they're not paying him what I think it was Golden Boy promised him, a big, either Golden Boy or Top Rank. It might have been Top Rank. I think it was Top Rank, I'm sorry. But anyway, they promised him a big upfront sum, but he wasn't going to be making money on the back end like he can with PBC. PBC helps people out, and a lot of fighters have said this. They make sure that their fighters are going to be set up after they leave the ring, because they understand that boxing is not a forever thing. You're going to box for about, 20 years. A lot of people do it for 20 years. A lot of people do it for a lot less than that. You're going to box up until 30-something at the most, maybe 40. But after that, you have a long life to live. And a lot of these people get so punch drunk that they don't know how to manage their financial situation, and they don't have the financial intelligence that they need. But with the PBC, a lot of these fighters are coming and saying the reason that they sign with them is because they provide the financial intelligence side. And Leonard Ellerby, make sure that you guys, that they manage their money well, and everything like that. So, is Regis Prograis just upset that, he didn't get the Barrios fight? I'm not sure exactly, which side is telling the truth, which side is, stretching the truth, whatever. But again, Leonard Ellerby said that why would they even make that promise based off of the fact that Regis Prograis only fought on the Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz undercard? Why would he even promise him that fight? And he hadn't done anything. He went right on and fought with another entity right after that. So, it's like it doesn't make sense for us to, invest that into him, and he's just jumping from entity to entity, or promotional team to promotional team. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching the video. This is Hall of Box. If you like the content, if you want more boxing news, again, I'm going to be dropping a whole lot more videos today, because there's a whole lot more stuff going on in the boxing world today. And I'm about to get it to you. There's Sean Porter, Keith Thurman news coming up, some Dylan White talks about trying to fight Deontay Wilder. We also got some Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz news. So, y'all just subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on those notifications. Hit a like on this so that, I can come across your timeline so you can get all the latest boxing news. Make sure you drop a comment down. Let me know what you guys think about it. And with that, I'm out. Y'all take it easy.